All right. I am live. Okay, let me get out the stream. Reload. It better be there. Ooh, it's not there. Ooh, there it is. All right. There we go. Okay. Okay. We're on the island. So this is the island we did have. Why is it not showing? I think I gotta do this. That fixed it. Okay. Well, this is our lovely island. We'll wait for a couple people to join. I decided to finally begin selling my investments. These deep fries are going to take a while to get away, so we've been trying to work on them. The floral gelatin is getting really annoying to sell. It keeps lowering in price. And then these things is just going to be awful. But we should be making money. I'm not fishing. I gotta show what the next stage of this island's build will be. Right after I reset up the potato thing, because I'm pretty sure I'm losing money on this at this point. $181 million. I'm still making profit. Welcome everybody to the stream. This is what we've been working on. I threw these bridges together last night. Beautiful bridges, beautiful bridges. And they lead to a new section of the island where there's going to be like really tightly compacted buildings that are a different style. It'll be an interesting thing to see. There's going to be a lot more areas to buy houses. And they'll be a lot more compact. But yeah, we've been working a lot on little things like these bridges, and then now these buildings over here. So what we're gonna do today is continue the effort on that. I kind of wish that this was shortened. Maury put this here. I don't think I'm a fan of it, but we'll see. We'll see. That's fire. Thank you. We gotta work on. See, the issue is this is the limit of the island right here. But there's an upgrade that you can make it bigger. So now we've been putting all of our upgrades into making this longer because we want to make more of these buildings. And what's interesting is these buildings, they're made out of sand. It's literally sand. Also, if anybody wasn't in the Discord last night, I locked in. It costs real money. The first upgrade's free, then it costs real money, but I have a couple gems left over. I have like around 150, so hopefully that'll be enough to make some progress. But we're going to be building this building right here next. So I'm going to put away everything that's not going to help me with building this. We don't need a pet out. I've pretty much fully leveled another ocelot. Unfortunately, didn't finish the other ocelots. I leveled forging to 50, and I think I'm happy with stopping it now until the new update. I got Heart of the Forest 6, and I got pretty decent progress on 7, but I'm okay with staying at 6. I got all the good perks that'll help me out a lot. I got this one, which will be nice. And then I'll be set for the next update, and then I can make content on that as well. But today we're going to be... Hold up. Oh, he's just got the brackets. But today we're going to be building a lot, trying to make some progress on the buildings over here. What we're going to do is actually have different colored roofs for each building. So it's kind of going to look like different colorful options. But before anything, we have to set this up where I don't have an axe on me. We have to set this up where it's going to be looking good enough. Because not every building is going to be a copy and paste, and not every single one is going to be a... not every single one's going to look the same. So we're going to just try and see how creative we're going to be able to be. So I'm thinking doorway on this one might be cool if instead of it was right here like this one, if instead this one was right here. But that would require this block to be inward in order for the doors to work. So I think that's what we'll do. I've recently been building with diagonals a lot, and I think they're really cool, so if I'm correct, that'll work. And then, oops, something like that for the front wall. I think that looks good. And then something like that, I think. Oops. Wish sand would stick. It'd be nice. It'd be very useful. Do you think Maury will be excited when he comes back and sees everything we've done today? That looks good already. I do like that. Next step is the next floor. And I'm thinking with this one, we kind of leave a little outcropping instead of having a wider second layer like on this one. I think it could make an interesting idea. So we'll also try and make this one's roof run a little bit taller because I don't want them all to be like uniform. I kind of want some to be unique because it'll be really cool. So we're gonna, this one has the same height as the building next to it in terms of base height, so we're gonna raise it, and then we'll just have extra high windows on the second floor and then a taller roof. So what we're gonna do is we'll just see how the every other looks. Yeah, that doesn't line up properly. So what we're gonna have to do is do that. I think that will work, right? I think that works fine. I think it'll be okay. But I think I'll raise this. /BZ. I need more sand. We're gonna try and make this work a little better. We need the music. Let me get the music out.
Welcome to Breakfast with the Tiffany's.
No, I just want the normal music. Okay. The issue is it looks really bad from right here. Like, I'm wondering if I should switch these. Because from this angle, it just, that looks really bad. Like, I think almost that the windows should be inverted. We're throwing away a lot of glass doing that, but I think it would look better, so. I think Paul is far enough out of Mare that we could sell these, right? The Legion didn't really change. But we'll sell them. $8 million off dungeons, just from those. The Rejuvenate is going to be down for a little while. Ultimate Wise is still down. Oh, there's another Legion I missed. Oops. Last Stand got better now, so maybe that'll be better. Overload's really cheap. But I don't have the requirement yet, so once we get better, maybe on the left like Endstone or Abbey or Purple Glass. I'm thinking that the interiors will be like different themes based on the roof color, and I do like that idea. Like for this one, because it's got blue, maybe it'd be like Prismarine and Oceanic inside, and Maury's gonna handle all the interiors. He already said that. He said he'd do it. Why can't I? Can I close this? Thank you. But like a purple one, it would be really cool to have like those end theme blocks. Too bad there's no purple in the game. Hello, 18. Hello. Still rocking the rancher's boots. Wait, move. I don't know what he's doing, but I'll leave him to it. This is a co-op. Yes, it's got. They actually just added another one the other day. So we now have me, Maury, Grifficato, and Ice Bear, which has been in Maury's community for years at this point. This is going to take a while, but I'm going to flip-flop these where the sand is in the inside so that you can see the windows better. I need you to do something real quick. What do you need me to do? Break one block. What's the, is it the bedrock? I can't break bedrock. This one right here. Where are you? Where's 1-8? That one? I think he's taking cinematic screenshots. I'll join if I can meet your guys' requirement. I think Maury handpicks them. I think he's very picky on who plays, so I'm pretty sure he handpicks like who he has to go up. He had a list at some point, and I accidentally broke it, so at some point, who knows? Is it good now, 1-8? Is that all good? You good? Wait, can you replace that and do it right here instead? Yeah, I just gotta find a terracotta to replace it. That'll work. Maury really understood the assignment when I made the original thing right here. He just kind of copy and pasted it, which is good. Y'all don't want people messing up stuff. Yeah, and it's also like originally we wanted the whole idea to be everyone conquers a specific part of the game. Like I started with farming and made really big progress. Like now I'm farming 44, and I have hundreds of millions of dollars from it. But like it gets boring, so I went into foraging for a while, and then now I'm foraging 50. So now I've kind of completed that side quest, and now we're on the stage where I have to do a lot more. Don't really want to do that, so we're gonna stop foraging until the new update. 1-8, are you good now? Maybe he's taking screenshots. I'll get out of the way. Okay, let's go buy some glass, because we did just kind of burn through it all. We'll just insta-sell the overload book. It's like a 100k difference. I'm not worried about it. And then we gotta buy more sand. I accidentally just insta-sold it. Why am I making the roof of that? Why am I making the glass in that blue? I kind of want to experiment with a red roof. I think a red roof could be cool. What are we doing today? We're working on the island. I got foraging 50, so now I need a break from actual Skyblock, and I'm working on the island. This one could be like nether themed, like there could be nether based blocks in it. Yes, I'm done. Thank you. Perfect. You're welcome. Get the last 4. I don't wanna. It's so painful, and I don't wanna. Lock in. I mean, it depends how far out the update is. If it's like a week out, I could probably knock out the last 4. But if it's like 2 days out, like, it ultimately depends when they release it. Before I do too much on this, I'm gonna fix these windows too. Because low-key, these look horrendous as is. Where the sand is needs to be glass, and where the glass is needs to be sand. 5 hours max? Yeah, but that's 5 hours that I make 0 coins and have 0 fun. Foraging was fun when the progression was quick. Now it's just kinda bad. Max stats equals cool. Well, yeah, but like, I am not max sweep. I'm not even close. Yeah, that looks really cool with the different colors. I like that. This is supposed to be where the glass is. So then it would just have to go like that, right? Does that look right? Looks like that one greenhouse skin. I don't know. I have never used a greenhouse skin. Red, definitely right choice. I think that's good. Yeah, and then I just like the idea of every single building of a different color. It looks like too much glass almost. Like from this angle, it looks really good, but from this spot right here, it just looks like solid glass. I think it's okay. I think it'll be all right. I'm not too worried. And then we'll just slap the rest of this together. So now that wall's done. Now we can kind of judge the wall. And then put on the roof. And you can make some glass panes for like the depth on the side. That is true. That's a good point. The issue is it's not going to connect to anything right here. That's my only problem with it, is that it wouldn't go fully there. That's why I feel like glass panes should be able to like just be placed without having to connect to stuff. Like there should be like some way to, besides like a debug stick. Do you think Sculptor's Axe would work on them? Oh my god. There we go. Okay, that looks good. Let's get out the fences. We gotta add the... That looks good. There. That looks nice. Now you just gotta make the roof with the red clay. I like how vibrant this one is. We gotta finish the walls before we do too much. Unless I just did this, because then I could just make the roof right away. I'm doing really basic designs for the roofs right now. I literally just make like the cone that will fit the shape, because a lot of them have a really weird shape. So I've just been making the whatever cone fits it, because like I can't be bothered to make a unique roof for each one. And then I like to throw a little steeple thing on top. Where should the steeple go? I think back a ways might be cool. Right there. I think that could be cool. Let's check. Ooh, yeah. I like that. Okay, let's keep working on that. We just gotta throw in the walls, don't we? Put in the flooring. They're all gonna have dark oak floors until we manually do it, just because dark oak accents it well. No, that's the wrong command. I wanted bizarre. That's alright. Okay. Let's see here. Stack of that. I kind of want to pick up some more of a few other things, but we can do it in a little bit. Yeah, I really like how that's looking already. I don't think we have enough sand for the wall. Actually, we do. The moonlight cell offer's done. These are going to be like alleyways. I really want to make like a 2-block wide alley somewhere where there's like I really wanted this to be like a full-blown mini city over here. But we also have to fit a factory somewhere. So I'm thinking this one kind of wraps a little bit around the castle island, if you know what I mean. Like, I'll show you in a sec. Like, I'm thinking factory either goes like right here or over here, because we need a factory for the minions. And I think it'd just be really cool to have like I'm basing this entire side off of one specific image, which came from Arcane, the show Arcane. And here, let me show the image real quick. I showed it to yesterday's stream, but just in case you forgot. This thing. Tall buildings, all different colored roofs, all kind of twisting in different directions. And I really want there to be a big factory with like multiple floors for minions that has like different tubes running out of it, like different like side stations, like I want it to look really cool. So we'll continue work on that. And I think that'll be okay. I think that'll work okay. Okay, this building is not quite done. We gotta finish the wall on the second floor. And then we gotta do the buttons. I've been putting wooden buttons as the last accent. I don't know if we don't have enough sand for this building. We're gonna have to buy some. Bazaar sells sand, so I don't even have to leave my island. Oops. There we go. That's another building done. I think that's where the ceiling will be to the next one, so I'll leave the notch right there. Okay. I think next building, hear me out on green. I think green would be a really cool one. And I think the green should go here. because I want to put like a magenta one here. So I think green right here is good. This one's more of a square. This one's not as much of a full-blown rectangle. And this one's actually technically just a rotated like prism instead of or not prism. It's literally a square, just rotated, which I think is okay. I think that definitely could work. We'll put in the floor before anything so that we can kind of use that as a foundation to figure out what we want to do with this space. Welcome everybody new to the stream. We're going to make a lot of progress on this island today. We're going to get a lot of buildings done so that Maury can work on the interiors whenever he's bored. Finally home in here. Perfect. Welcome, Shadow PH. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I want it to be a similar height to that one, but I kind of want it to be... I think it could be interesting that this one's a little shorter. I think this one being a little shorter could be cool. I definitely want the door to be... Honestly, why not just front and center? I mean, what's the harm in it? There's no harm in front and center door. We did forget about the buttons on this building over here though, so let's do that real quick. I usually try to run them along here where the sandstone would miss. Like that. I think that looks good. I like it. Okay. Now, realistically, I'd put it inside the alleyway too, but I can't be bothered. I think it'll be okay. I'll put these ones here until we get that building done, but I just like the idea of them not touching, and there's like a little alley in between them. Like you could walk through here, and then there'd be like a little garbage pile or something. Like there'd be a little gap in between the next building where there'd be like a little walkway, like there'd be a little stairway up to the second floor where people would have a house or something. Like I think this would just be a really cool dynamic to have a bunch of different buildings with different heights. This is the wrong block. I want to use sand. So I'm thinking something like that for this building. Would that be cool? This one stays as a... This one stays like that. Maybe we could do something like that in the middle, because it's an even number, not an odd number. Yeah, that'll work. This is going to be connected to another building, so I probably shouldn't put too much effort into this back wall. But this one runs along the side, so I want there to be, you know, something to see. So I think I might actually reverse these and put it like that, so it's bigger windows. And then the windows will be 3 blocks tall, because we're going to make this a little bit shorter than the other ones. Because we could do a little bit more with the roof on this one. This one could be closer to a dome, so we'll do a little bit more. I just like the idea of this front one having the glass be... We don't need this stuff anymore, because now we switch over to green. Now I'm thinking the lime items here. But I do like the idea of the dark green glass, because it matches the terracotta a lot better. So we'll do the glass be this color. But I'm thinking that this one could be something like that. That looks pretty good. I think that looks good. 9 people watching. Welcome to the stream. We're building a lot of buildings on our island today. Starting with this one, which is a Square-shaped building. We all want to see Biggie fishing. I don't think anybody wants to see me fishing. I did fish last night. I needed a flex bone. You should build triple T on your island. Okay. Interesting. I'll have to consider it. You want to see me fish. Okay. That's as tall as this needs to be. Yesterday, I think it was yesterday, 2 days ago, I'm sitting there, and then all of a sudden Maury calls me, and he's like, you know what, I'm gonna figure out why you get no subs. And I was like, oh, okay. He went, Loki, I don't know. And I went, oh, great, I'm fried. Yeah, that looks better. Okay. Next floor, I'm thinking we do make it expanded, just like how this one does it. I think that would be wise, because ultimately this thing is going to be big. Build the big K. We're not building Mr. Kirk. I'm running out of items. I have too much glass on me. I'm never going to use all this in this building. Let's buy more sandstone. Hello, builder. Give me smooth, and then give me normal sand. Thank you. Because I just like the idea of this gap between them slowly getting skinnier. And I think by making this thing one block outward, it'll help close that gap, kind of make it like an arch instead of a alleyway, you know. 500 XP off Cat of 21 and the non-Iron Man fire. I can't wait to one day restart my Iron Man stuff that I used to do, because like it makes such good content and it would be so fun too. Welcome everybody new to the stream. If you enjoy your time here, maybe press the silly red button. It helps me out a lot and it's free. But like starting a new Iron Man, there's so much you need to do. And the dailies honestly are so important. Like on a normal profile, you can kind of, a lot of them, there's kind of like a way you can just kind of bypass a daily by like hard grinding. But on Iron Man, you need to do those dailies. Like they are so important to progression. The daily commissions, I mean, you need a higher Heart of the Mountain level to do a lot of things. There. I think that looks good. Let's set up the fences. So that's guaranteed where fences will go. What if we just leave them on these pillars? I think these could be treated as more of like little pillars on the edges instead. I think that could be cool. I didn't know WBG streamed on YouTube. I do. 11 people watching. Welcome to the stream. Today we are building a lot on the island. Alright. I'm not sure how tall we make this one. It can't get too tall because I want it to be shorter than the other ones because the roof will be the centerpiece. But I do think that it is cool that this one's kind of like a square. What if we made the top of this one really kind of short? Like I'm thinking... glass 2 block. Okay. It's going to be really short. However, I think it will kind of have a nice look, so we're going to try it. So, what I got to do is, first of all, we'll do a layer of sand, because I need it for the buttons. And then I'm thinking... the top layer needs more glass, so we'll do this. This is the first building to be surrounded on 3 sides by roads. Every time there's a road surrounding it, I want to make sure... Okay, well now this looks weird, so we're gonna revise this. This needs to be more centered, so I guess we'll just have a 2-block gap in between windows. I think that'll work. I think that's okay. I think that's okay, right? 1 block off. How far? I want to move these windows to be on the outside. I think that'd be better. That works. And now we gotta put this on top of that, and then this actually gets fully covered by these. There. And now we're just gonna make the front and then go from there as long as the front looks good. So currently, I'm thinking we continue doing the fences on the corners, acting like it's a, yeah, I like that. There. I think that could definitely work. I think it's going to take a little bit more tweaking. But the ceiling on this one is what I'm excited for. We could even make this a floor taller. What do we think? Do we make this one, this green one, a floor taller so that it's really looming over? Or do we make it shorter so that the buildings behind it loom over? When we eventually get those. Because we got options. What do we think? Because I think that this could work, but I wonder if a taller one that's just a little bit taller would kind of make this original set here kind of... I think taller, just by a little bit, not a ton. I want to keep making progress, but you make me want to build my island. I mean, it's just pretty chill. I mean, there's not a ton that you gotta do. I forgot to expand this one upon the next layer. So I think we kind of have to make another layer. Because I did an oopsie. And what's nice about the last layer is that I never really put what I kind of should on it, if you know what I mean. I don't put the polished sandstone because it looks weird. What are you going to do for 467 subscribers? I'll say 6-7 probably. I think that's a pretty good deal. I would say so. But it's pretty far away. I mean, at my current rate, I think that's 3 or 4 days away, which means that 1,000 by the end of the year, using that math will not happen. But unless it gets exponentially quicker, like, I think it's doable. Well, 67 times in a high class. That is 360 mil. More. And I have that money. I mean, we go to Bazaar. I'm making cash off this stuff selling. There's still 181 mil in here. And then another 30 mil in here. That's 210 mil. I'm gonna have 500 million coins. I got 10 YouTube alts I could sub on. Really? I found out that they kind of like trace your IP with it. Like, I think a while ago somebody tried, and after like 2 of them, they were like, wait, it's saying I have to like sign in to confirm it's me. And then you sign in, and then it like bugged out or something. I'm not sure. 458 subscribers, thank you very much. I do appreciate every single one. Let me update the counter. Thank you very much. That YouTube short I uploaded last night got a decent amount of views. I am pretty satisfied with it. I will take 1.2k views any day, and it'll keep going for a couple more days before it dies out. That other one, I don't know if it's gonna reach. I don't know if it's gonna hit 1k, but as long as it's close, I think it could work. I think a taller one that's a little bit wider here could look cool. What if we did that, like a kind of a penthouse feel almost? Have you played Ark? I was told I should, and I never bought it. And around that same time I bought DayZ, and I think I'd rather trade it in for Ark, bro, because DayZ takes so long to understand, because there's so much you have to learn, and I never did. You should low-key stream on Twitch as well. I did for the longest time, but like that means I would have to set up Streamlabs, and I will do that at 500 when because at 500 subs I'll set up like a donation thing, and then by then you need Streamlabs. So like for the longest time I had it set up where OBS would stream to YouTube and Streamlabs would stream to Twitch. So now that once I get 500 subs, then I'll sit down and spend a few hours setting everything up. Maybe a couple people from chat could help, but then multi-streaming to Twitch. We could put the Twitch chat on the stream, because for some reason with YouTube chat it's stupid and it goes, oh yeah, you're gonna have to reset this up every single stream. I'm like, I'm not doing that. No. So I guess that YouTube is just really poorly optimized for streaming because it's made for videos. Like, that's all there is to it. It's not a streaming service, it's a video service. Rip the OGs. I'm out of stairs? There's a free cake. That's a free 1,000,000 coins for anybody online. If you want to oh! Got a lot of chameleon shards. Oh, got some more hummingbird shards. How much is this? $4 million. And I sold all my sand again. I ran out of stairs. Let me go buy some. And grab my cake. There's a cake in the hum. Let me grab that real quick. Hello, baker. Can I have my cake? Pretty please. I'd like a cake bag too. That's a new talisman that I can wear. Bro is just getting hella contraband. I don't know what you're talking about. I haven't gotten any coins yet today. I had 200 mil worth of contraband, and then since then I have made 300 mil all on my own in the past like 2 days. Because Harvest Feast, I was raking in 70 mil an hour. It was ridiculous. And now 12 people watching. Welcome to the stream. But now, like, as soon as that event ended, I invested so much money into all the different crops from it to try and luck out and get a jackpot on one. And they're performing decent. I've made like 50 mil total, but absolutely inflated rates. No, I was making 70 mil an hour because of the Harvest Feast had Moonflower in it, and Moonflower RNG drop was like $2 million each. So every pest I was making like $2 million. It was ridiculous how much cash I was printing. And then I did that for like 3 hours, and it really quickly started getting worse. Like at some point, Moonflower's down to 800k, and it was still good. Like, that is still really good money. But I still made really good cash off that event. Why did it go so high? Because Moonflower is interesting, where it's the only one that is always going to be needed, because I mean they're all going to be hypothetically always needed. But Moonflower makes the the pest trap and make sunset books. Because the sunset books make the best enchantment for farming armor. And those are in super high demand, which I'm wondering actually what the price is. If it's like 2.5 mil, I might invest. Because I do kind of need sunset. Ooh, okay. We'll give it a couple hours, check back. If it's lower, then we'll buy, because I need sunset on my armor. I'd be making 111 mil an hour. Yeah, okay. I had like 20 pests saved up, whether it was all my traps and the 8 on the island. I killed them all, instantly made 20 mil. The price went from 2.8 mil insta-sell to like 2 mil in 5 minutes. And then it sat around 1.5 for probably an hour, and then it went to 1.2, and then went to 800k, and it was still really good, but it wasn't as good as it was in the first like minute. That first minute was just a race to see who could sell the most of them. And I did pretty good in that race. There we go. Yeah, I do like that being a little bit taller, and I like how it's slowly closing that gap in the skyline right here. I think as we get closer, it'll close that gap better. You should try Emerald. Emerald, am I crazy? Enderman tier 2 with Emerald Blade? I'm pretty sure I would lose everything. I've not done Enderman Slayer in a while either. Like, I simply would die. And then I'd lose a ton of money, because it buffs your stuff a lot. Okay. I think closing this one off really soon is good. Okay, now let's make the little thing in the center. This one's going to be bigger, because it's a 2 block. I want to know how stupid that looks. Not awful. It doesn't look terrible. That looks pretty good, actually. I'm happy with that. I think that'll work. Okay, next building is going to go over here. It's going to be yellow. This one is another perfect rectangle just rotated, so I think this one will be easy as well. You know, during Jerio's till Dragon makes profit. Really? Assuming you're lucky. I mean, it's a fully luck-based thing. Like, realistically, there's no meter for... There's no meter for those, so there's nothing saying it's profit. You could do 1,000 dragons and not drop a pet. And that's 4 bill. Maury did dragons, and he got a couple pets. That was back when he just kept getting contraband and he didn't know what to do. Like, he had Enderman Slayer 7, so he just kind of killed dragons for fun. That was when I first kind of, like, entered that community. So, unfortunately, I think these doors are going to have to be How did I do it over here? Or right here. So it's like that. And the doors are inward. Okay. I see. So for this one, in order to recreate that, we can get rid of all the green things now. We don't need those. In order to recreate that right here, we're gonna have like that. Seems kind of tight though. What if we put it over here? Most back-to-back pets I have seen is 3. That's crazy, though. Actually, what about there? Kind of more down a ways. I think that could work better. Let's go buy all the colored items we're going to need. Yellow clay, yellow glass. Let's start using it. Maury, if I'm correct, said he finished his thing up here. So now whenever you visit our island, you're in the prototype lobby. You join and you get put like right here. And you go, oh, I'm in the prototype. And you go here to click Skyblock. And you go, oh, this isn't Skyblock. Maury's either gonna love this or hate this because he went, can you make it in the same block palette as those other ones? I just wanted it to be like an extension to the kingdom, and I was like, no, I want to make it like a compacted city. You'll see. If he hates it, that's too bad. He's got his prototype lobby. This is my spot. What if this wrapped around a little bit? Kind of like how I got rid of the wraparound. Never mind. But like here, there's no polished thing because it just wraps around. Like, what if I had a polished here, and a polished here, but it wrapped around with glass right here. Like, maybe it would go, oops. Well, that doesn't work. It's gonna have to be the opposite. This door is in the way. I think this would help, but it's gonna have to be like that. Is that better? I think that's an improvement. I think it'd be wise to make this wrap around then if I'm gonna have that one wrap around. That's not the right block. Like that? And this will kind of get blocked off. This won't be seen because we're probably going to expand it this way a little bit more too. There'll be another building here. For now, we'll just have these central 5. I think that'll be good. But like, this is just like an this is just showcasing what this will be. Is that there will be so many buildings here to the point where like, we will never run out of spots for people to buy things. Because that low-key was becoming an issue. We were running a little low on buildings, so Hopefully this helps. There's gonna be like this is I originally kept calling it the slums, but I don't want it to be the slums. I want it to be like the more compacted living. Like it's a cooler experience because right now it just looks like a industry plant almost. Like there's no life to this. I want to add like little greeneries here, little details everywhere. Like when you come over here, there's details everywhere. Like you walk through here. There's little walls here. There's trees with apples in them. There's little shops with crafting. There's Sam is in her own shop here. Jerry's over here chilling in his stand. Over here there's like a rotunda with storage for like a town meeting or something. And over here it's just empty buildings forever. So we're probably gonna add life to this place. I love in the movies where there's like stuff like hanging from these little lanterns. A lot of like small towns put like lanterns on it, but we don't have lanterns in this version yet. But I'm sure we can find some kind of substitute. But it would be really cool. This needs to be a regular block. All right, I think that's looking good. Oops. I think that looks all right. Look at Discord. I will once I finish this little trim. Let's see what 1.8 made. Oh, that's awesome. That's really cool. Here, I'll show chat. I think I have to do this and then pull it up. But look at that. That is really cool. That could be a video thumbnail, like straight up. That could straight up be a video thumbnail right there. I do appreciate that. That is very cool. Thank you very much. That is a very cool creation. I built my dream island. I built the greatest island. Like, I got options. I got options. I got options for video. Well, and I hate that YouTube is like tried to just cram AI like parts of it down your throat whenever you try to upload a video. Like I'll try to upload one and it'll be like, you want to use this AI assumed title? And it's like for the axe one, it was why I spent this much time maxing this foraging armor in Hypixel Skyblock, and I'm like, dude, this is 20 words long. This is not gonna get any views. And the one I picked was still long and it got no views. Yeah, I don't know if I should capitalize dream. They're gonna think I'm a pedophile. I'm thinking this one should run a little bit tall as well. The roof should be a little steep to outclass this by a little bit. I just want it to kind of, because it's on the outskirts, it should be a little bit taller. But I'm wondering if I did a 5-block tall, it'd have to end up like that. But you'll see what I'm gonna do. This could be like a studio almost for all the rappers of the Big E Island. Do we do double window? I think double window might be tech. Looks like an office building. Where does this get messed up? Right there. Welcome everybody new to the stream. If you enjoy your time here, maybe hit the silly red button. It will help me out a lot. We're trying for 500 subscribers by the end of the year, or not 500. We're trying for 1,000 by the end of the year. 500 would not be that hard of a goal to me. Wait, do I tear down this entire layer, what I've made so far, and make it one block out? I think I do. Building with sand has got to be like bottom 5 experiences of all time. Okay. That work? Think that goes good. Now we gotta map out the sand. If we're doing this, I'm probably gonna switch up the windows a little. I just want each one to run a little bit unique. And I think we're going good right now. But I think a double window thing would be really unique, so. This would actually have to go a block taller. Which makes it run a little tall. I think that's okay. It'd be shorter than this, but I think the roof would be bigger, maybe. Be a little bit taller, which I think is good. Now, windows like that, maybe? No. Other way around. Windows like this, wrapping around. Oh, yeah. Oops, the game lagged for a second. Okay, let's try and remake that on this end. Oh, does that really match up perfectly? Beautiful. Beautiful. Perfect. Now we're out of sand again. I think this will look really good as long as we do it right, you know? I think this will look good. Something like that. I think it could look cool. We'll throw in the rest of it. It won't be too long to go back on it if we decide against it. Already messing up. What am I doing? Okay. I've been rewatching all the Marvel movies to prepare for Doomsday. I've been doing the Black Panther. Oh no! 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 Sand! Sand, no! Oh, it broke. Okay, we're good. But I've been rewatching them all, and I'm on the Black Panther ones, and they're pretty good. That's the last window there. I just keep dropping sand into the void. It's never going to come back. That looks pretty cool. That looks pretty good. I would almost like to put a window here as well. Fully remove the, completely remove the idea of these from this floor. Because it kind of looks weird with that one jutting out the way it does. How's that look? That looks cool. That looks really cool. Okay. Look at Biggie go. Oh, thank you, Griff. Where is he? Hello, YouTube duo. Welcome. We're building the island today. It looks pretty good. You're eating food again. Okay. Well, I mean, you need to survive, so I think it's okay to be eating food. When are you uploading another Fortnite video? I've been waiting for the Fortnite videos for years and they never come out. What the heck? I mean, I guess we just put the roof on, don't we? Now we gotta put 2 of those on each corner. It's expanding. This will definitely be a taller roof than the one right next to it, which is good, because I think we kind of need it. I don't think I played that game for a while. I think the last time was like when we just played it to harass people. I think this roof is taller, which is good. That's what I wanted. Oh, the sunrise is beautiful. Also, don't that. What? That's the only reason to play. That's true. Did I do this roof wrong? Oh my god, I did that roof wrong. No wonder it looked stupid. I'm gonna have to redo that entire roof. You know, I did a dumb. I did a bad. I built that entire roof wrong. No wonder it looked so short. It's 1 block off the entire time. Because I didn't put this edge on. I did a bad. We gotta fix that entire roof. We did that one wrong, but that's okay. Bye-bye. Also, I suck at spelling. That's okay. Spelling isn't for everybody. I don't think this is enough to wrap around the whole thing once. Yeah, no. It's enough to get pretty far, though. Missing 8. Okay, let's go get a restock. Welcome everybody to the stream, 11 viewers. If you enjoy your time here, maybe press the red button. It helps me out a lot. And I'm not gonna go on and go, oh, please do it, please. But, you know, if you enjoy it, then you might as well. Okay, this is looking pretty good. I'm gonna have to fix that red roof though, and now it's gonna be a block taller than it was, so I'm worried it's gonna be competing with this one. Maury's gonna log on and be like, why'd you make this? Because it looks cool. Duh. Oops. This one's gonna look really skinny, but it's also gonna like elevate really well, which is good. I'm just gonna do this and break the blocks after. It takes way too much time to do it the other way. So, are they really going to have to be the same height? Because I really want to make this one taller. I'm going to have to go another layer before capping it off, because that one's going to be the same height unless I keep going with this one, which it might look really stupid, and I don't want them to be the same height. I might just have to cap this one off like that. How's that look? That honestly doesn't look awful. This guy just needs a little bit of a fixer on his roof, and I'm gonna have to buy the blocks for that, because 13 people watching, welcome to the stream. We're gonna have to buy the blocks for that. We messed up that roof. There we go. Hopefully this is plenty. We'll just cover up the old one, because, like, I'm not too concerned by it. I think there is a way we can make this one shorter by a long shot, and that's by forcing all the corners to be rounded corners. That way we get a lot more surface area to work with. Okay. The spire can be taller. I'm fine with the spire being taller. But I want to raise this. I think that's fine. Do want a spire on here, so maybe I lower this. What if we put 2 spires? We don't have enough. Now we do. Now we have enough for 2. One, one right here. And then one. I'm confused. I've baffled myself. One here. That would be the technical. That would be the technically equal one. There. How does that look? Nice. That looks good. We're going to add a spire back to this one too, because I feel like it just looks wrong without one. It's going to be shorter. That's okay though. Fix the roof, so now we can, let's buy some blocks. Oops. Now I gotta buy 63 instead of 64. Great. I'm thinking back a little bit right here. I don't have enough sticks. Not sticks, I don't have enough fences. There we go. Well, there. I got everything I wanted. It's shorter. And, that looks good. I like that. Nice. That looks really good. Next up is this magenta one over here, which I think is another perfect square. Yeah, it's another slanted square. Is this not the exact same size as this one, too? It's not going to be the same building, though. I'm trying to figure out what I haven't done yet. I haven't done any circular ones, but there's not really a lot of circular space here. I like the idea of square ones. They could have circular aspects, but I'd prefer that after they add the 1.21 blocks to this version, because then I could use sandstone walls instead of birch fences for those corners, and it'd look a lot better. So we can do a little makeover if they ever add those blocks. Okay, that's the plot. $11 people watching. Welcome to the stream. Enjoy your stay. Finishing up some buildings. Then I think we're going to plan out where the factory is going to go and maybe even start building that. We're gonna have a big factory for our minions. I'm thinking the factory might run over here, like, because it's gonna be a really large building. That I think it'll run over there. And then over here we'll just have more housing. Well, I also like the idea of the factory over here more. Yeah, I'm not sure. What do you think we should do? We got two options. Factory goes on the left or the right. And it's going to be multiple stories, but a really large building. So I'm wondering if this kind of juts out more and there's a factory here, like a rounded bit. I think that could work. I love how this bridge has turned out. I didn't want them to be like, obviously having legs, because it wouldn't be realistic because they're floating. So I made sure they didn't connect down here, but like they're just little spire looking things almost. And I think these look really clean. Let's begin work on this. We can get rid of all the yellow items now, because now we're going to have to replace them with magenta. I don't know what the magenta terracotta looks like. Is it ugly? Ooh. Pink might be a better bet. No. The issue is the castle's this color. We could try it. We can try it. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. We'll test it. We'll test it. Hello, Lunar Wolf. Welcome. Let's map out what we want to do here. I think we could kind of do like something similar to this one. I've been forgetting bits and pieces on each one of these. Completely forgot to do the buttons. Ooh, he's got a drill now. I don't know why I put windows on this corner. Maybe we'll have a little out back spot here. Hello, 16th garden. Whoa, level 560 as a non. That's crazy. That's really cool. Very cool account. I changed my mining setup. Interesting. Let me examine this. Ooh. Drill engine has, I think, one more upgrade and then that one's done. This is interesting. Very good drill. Very good drill. And the Devon's is ice cold. Very good. Max out Scatha. Oh, you're harder than 8. Oh yeah, it requires 9. I forgot about that. "16th Garden." That's a cool name too. I do like that. Okay, let's start mapping out this magenta one. I kind of like the idea of combining aspects of the blue one and the green one into it. I like the idea of a far shorter one because there will be bigger buildings by it. Like I'm thinking a building the size of the blue one. And the blue one is kind of a similar shape. Okay. I'm gonna have it wrap around in a different way. This one's gonna be like smaller, but it's also gonna be more secure. We could make this the bank. This could be where I put every investment I've ever made. You need a platform for the pillars under the bridges. That's the issue. We're in Skyblock. Everything's in the sky. It's not realistic. I'm not trying to make them pillars. They're supposed to look like spires, but it didn't really work perfectly. I just wanted it to look really pointy at the end. I might make some iron bars. But eventually, like, end game is that this entire thing down here is terraformed to be a big sky island, and then over here is a big sky island. Unless we put, like, other things. Hello. Oh, you got the marina skin. Very cool. I see this guy likes farming. Very cool. Very cool. Ooh. Low taper femboy. 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 Femboy, femboy. Okay, a lot of femboys. Very cool. Your recording is bad for your Your record is bad. Well, we put it there, and then I tried it. My ping was really bad when I was trying it, and it was rough. It was a rough time. I need to make this 6 tall. This one can be shorter. I'm gonna combine aspects of the green and blues into this one. This first level is gonna be like this, and then after that it's gonna get a shorter level. Because this one's okay at being short. This one would be just fine being a little bit shorter. Because I'm gonna need it to be a little bit. Because I'll put the factory on this side, I'm thinking. I ran out of blocks again though, let me go buy some. This is very cool. I really like how this is turning out already. I mean, one building in, I kind of had the style nailed down. Now we're just getting even farther into it. 16th Garden still here. That's good. It's a very cool name. Very progressed in the game too. 560s, crazy. And he's gone. I've removed my old island. Interesting. I remember when I first did that on my other profile. It was really exciting. Like, there's so much space to fill though. Like, I think it's really... It helped me a lot when I would only add space when there's a new thing I wanted to make. Like, just having a ton of open space kind of like made me not want to fill it, you know? Not want to fill it, but like, there was so much that it was kind of like, whoa, what do I put here? Finally got Enderman 5 today. Nice. He's got the Juju. Ooh, it's better than mine. I don't have enchanting levels high enough to get a good Juju, so we use the okay one for now. Nice island. Thank you, Ultra Hazard. I do appreciate it. Can I? Ooh, I can build there. He's so close to being in the way, and yet he was just out of range. 13 people watching. Welcome to the stream. So I'm thinking, right? We do... Oops. Magenta, and then we start mapping out room for the factory. And then we could start laying the foundations for the factory. Mapping out the size, mapping out the shape. Because it's not just going to be like a big square or like a big rectangle like the American factories. I want it to kind of look like a steampunk one. Like a steampunk factory that has a bunch of minions inside slaving away. You know? So what skill are you going for now? Are you just building? Well, I got foraging 50, so kind of taking a break from foraging. It was fun. I got a lot of Skyblock XP out of it, but I'm kind of looking at it, and there's not a ton of... This isn't even. What went wrong here? That goes like that. Your mining is looking poor. Oh yeah, that's one of the goals. After the new foraging update drops, I'm gonna just lock in on mining, and then that's gonna be like a huge video. Because there's 50 Skyblock levels locked behind mining stuff, and that's not even including the skill levels. Like, there's so many levels hidden behind that if I completed that, I'd be at like, what? I'd be closing in on 200. Just from mining. Because mining has so much progression. And I want to try and Iron Man as much as possible from it. Because, like, yes, I could buy so much stuff. There is no way I'm going to be fishing up or, like, killing ghosts for Sorrow Armor if I ever unlock it. I'm 3 solo floor, 5 runs from Cat 18, so I can do floor 6. You need Cat 19 for floor 6. Oh, I forgot buttons on this side. Yikes, I'm falling off, bruh. I'm falling off. There we go. Do all these have buttons now? Yes. This is missing it too, dude. I'm selling. Oh. They don't go there. Okay. But then I need Enderman 7 for term. That's true. That is a good point. Okay. You're stuck with a juju. That's okay. I am too. Okay, so that's fixed now. That's in a better state. That's in a better state, which is good. Oh. That Ultra Hazard guy is a 25,000 subscriber Hypixel Skyblock YouTuber. That's crazy. I never even realized. Thank you very much for stopping by. I do appreciate that. That does mean a lot. Okay. I'm thinking this one, we have like really large windows, but these beams are supposed to be like quote unquote more sturdy. So like we have really large windows that are protected better. Should I carry you to term in Enderman? It would, I think at that point it gets a little bit much that we could probably just like begin Enderman Slayer by just like, we already have access to the stuff. Like I think I can kill Enderman. I mean, I haven't messed around with the new update yet. Like how much harder is Enderman with the new vitality changes? Because I've heard some people hate it and I've heard some people go that it helped. Because ultimately it'll help early game and it'll kind of hurt a little bit of the later players. Oh yeah, I like that. I'm gonna go back to Gemstone Putter Grinding. I'll keep your stream on though. Perfect, thank you. 17 people watching. Welcome to the stream. We're getting a lot of buildings done today. I just did a tier 4 and didn't really notice the difference. That's interesting, man. Because I've seen a lot of people like full on go that like they can't do Enderman anymore. And I think they're just skill issuing because they don't understand the new mechanics. Like when you first fight Enderman bosses, even if you're able to, it takes a few attempts to kill one. Because you gotta learn how to synergize your abilities. Like it takes time to like learn the different pieces of the fight. Especially on like when you're first killing them for the first time. That now like this is a shift in how it works, and then they're saying that because they don't understand it immediately, the update sucks. When you are ready for a tier up, you barely get it first attempt. Yeah, like it's very difficult. 19 active viewers. That is a very high number. Welcome to the stream. We're building a lot in the island. We're working on the last building that we're gonna build that's gonna be a residential. Then we're gonna map out the factory. And I like the idea of the factory just being like this dirty area with. You need a hype for Enderman, but you need a turn for floor 7 to run. You don't need a hype for Enderman. That's a lie. That's a lie. Whoever told you you need a hype for Hyperion or hype for Enderman, lying. That is a full lie. You might kill him slower, but it's a lie. I don't like the vitality update, but I think it was needed. Oh yeah, 100%. I don't like it. I think that the old system was better for combat, like early and mid game, but end game was just kind of a race between damage and healing. Who could heal faster? Who could deal damage quicker to like the end game bosses? So like, yes, I fully understand why they did this update. As complete bull tier 4s are free without hype. That's what I'm saying. Is RCM still viable generally though, or is it dead after the rework? I'm not sure. I think for Enderman, I think RCM's kind of going to die off because they kind of hated that idea. Like, even with the Crimson, I think Crimson Enderman is kind of going to start losing its what it had as well. I made these too tall, I think. I kind of want it to be the same height as this thing. They need to be 4 tall. I don't want it to have as much glass as that one did, though. If I did something like this. Because it's already got a lot of glass on the lower parts of it, that maybe this is going to be a better play. I do still like this on those corners, though. If it looks too similar, then we can back. Is it true that you need term in master mode? Because I soloed M3 with a Juju. You don't really need term until M4. I think that's the kind of consensus that people have made, is that term is not needed until M4. Until then, you're good with a Juju. As long as you're in a party, obviously. Like, because otherwise it's just really slow. Once you're at M4, I think... Like, I got all the way to M7 completion with a Juju, but that's because I was getting hard carried in my Iron Man. By, like, some random group in our guild decided that they were gonna all of a sudden just carry anybody that didn't have a M7 completion. They just carried them to get M7 completion, which, I mean, is pretty funny. I did not have a single RNG at that point from floor 7, and I had an M7 completion. I think that'll work right there. I think that'll do good. I think this should probably go another block up. I sold dungeons as a whole just for the challenge. I see. For me, it's more about efficiency. Like, ultimately, if I'm soloing dungeons, I'm doing it, like, 5 times slower. Like, floor 7's just... They probably don't mind RCM being unreasonable with how Slayers are generally balanced, but it's a shame. Yeah. I think that they kind of wanted to phase in a more, like, universal system where, like, the Slayer weapon is ultimately going to be the greatest option, which is how it was for a while. I'm making a big tree from my own. That'll be cool. It'll be kind of like Iscal's from Hermitcraft if you look that up. I think that could be epic. Iscal's big tree. If you search that, you'll be good. I think that they just kind of want to like usher in a new age of more of like a uniform system, which is kind of I'm not a fan of. Because ultimately, the thing that makes these kinds of games the best is when people find a new, like, you go around a hub and you find so many different setups. There could be the same person at the same stage of the game. Like, let's say they're just starting floor 7. Some people are using... That's true. Wild Crimson drop off? Well... the whatever it's called, the Brimstone Plateau or something that's coming out soon is like end game content, so like technically it'll get replaced by it, but we'll see what they do with it. I'm not sure. I think that currently they're in a struggle where ultimately people are just gonna use whatever weapon is the best, and like you see a lot less of that in mid-game because there's not as many that are quote-unquote the best. Like, Giant Sword does the most damage, but it's not as good for clearing. Bouquet of Lies. Really nice clearing, but not that high one-hit damage at DPS. Livid Dagger. Like, there's all these different options, which I think is really good. It's confirmed endgame content? Yeah, I think they confirmed that. Is that it's more geared towards endgame players because they've been working on a lot of early game stuff for a while now. Like, they're going to start working on chapters soon, I hope. That now a little bit of endgame content to kind of wane them over until the next big thing. Because I've brought this up time and time again, is that the endgame players don't understand that 10 hours of coding and testing makes 1 hour of content that they literally finish so quick. Ashwood Castle, yeah, that's what I meant. I don't know where Brimstone came from. What'd they call it? Ashwood Castle or Castle Ashwood? I thought they had it, like, flipped around for some reason. But yeah, like ultimately that thing is going to dethrone Crimson, and it's going to kind of set up combat into very interesting skill, because now there would be that quote-unquote early game combat would be the dungeons at combat 15, and after that, the issue with that is they kind of would have to gear dungeons more towards early game players in order for that to work better, because ultimately people are doing dungeons until they're level 500. Like, it doesn't work in the current setup. That I wonder if they made something about dungeons more like less appealing to late game and more appealing to early game, that it would work better. What I know is that they said armor will eventually outdo Kudra armors, but there's nothing said that would come with Ashwood Castle, nor that it would replace. I see. I just love the idea, given how overpowered the sweep ability is. That's true. Like, ultimately power creep would just destroy. Like, it would be so hard to outdo the sweep thing unless you added something that completely broke the game. The problem with combat is that it's linear. You go from floor 1 to floor 4 in Dragon Armor, get Shadow Assassin, and then Necron. Yeah, but then what I'm saying is, like, they've kind of expanded the horizons of combat when they add this this castle thing, that now there would be early game would kind of be dungeons, then mid game would be Kudra, which, because now they're making Kudra easier ever since that Vitality update, and now late game to end game would be that castle, which I think is okay. Like, I think that's an okay decision, but I'm worried about the diversity of the game, and it's kind of going to be like a lot of people get stuck in between. I can't do castle, I'm stuck in Kudra, you know. But I think late game combat content is definitely important. And weapon, yeah, there's like a very specific set of progression, which I don't like. I think there should be like very option things. Raw stats can't outdo Crimson, or we'd go up to insane numbers. Yeah, I like the seasonal items, but I also think that they could have a different system for it, almost. Like, I don't want to say they make event armor that kind of like does it all, but I think there needs to be some kind of way around it. There! I like that. I like that a lot. I think this looks really good. I think that looks really good. Whereas mining, you have Glaciate to Yogg or Skip to Sauron and then Sauron to Devon. Yeah. Well, that's what's interesting about mining, is that as soon as they added Glossy Mineral, instantly you had the choice between, you had those options of what to mine. And a lot of people did hybrid, but like, and then with foraging, obviously you're going to use the starting armor that you get from the NPCs. Then you're going to do, what even is that called? That armor that upgrades into Fig. I don't know. But like, obviously there's set out progression. But I think that's okay, because those skills are like duh. But with combat, there's so many different like mechanics and little things that I would love to see a point where the game, you walk into a lobby, you see a different setup you've never seen before. A setup that like you would never expect but would somehow work. There's enough items, there's enough different items for each stage of the game that it could work. But I mean, endgame obviously is struggling, which that castle might help with that. But ultimately right now we just can't do that. But I think they definitely have the groundwork now where they could. And I think that's good. Now that we're done with this, we need to turn back at Enderman 5. No. Terminator I think is a really good, it's really well positioned in progression currently. I think Hype is too accessible. Hype is too accessible by a long shot. There's no reason you would ever be able to find a level 40 holding a Hype. That shouldn't happen. Shadow Troton is on the island now, level 515. We've had 2 people over level 500 in this stream so far. She's saying Hype should be M7 only. I'm not saying that. I'm saying hype should be at the end of M7 is ultimately like a it's like a add-on. Like you don't need to play M7 in the base game. The only drops you get help you in M7 and a talisman. But like you need to do it to max a skill, but besides that, like floor 7, there's not a lot of new content until M7. I'm saying floor 7 is a very accessible thing. You could play floor 7 within like 10 hours of playtime if you really tried. 10 hours of playtime. And you get a weapon that heals you, explodes around you, lets you teleport. That's my issue with it. I don't think... Because the issue is it's so good for early and mid game, and then late to end game, it's just an over-glorified healing tool. Now that they kind of removed the healing, I wonder if it's going to get less used then. However, I think it just needs to be either nerfed by damage. I think the abilities are fine, but nerf the damage where it kind of becomes more of a utility rather than a full-on weapon, healing, and more. They have all that in Spirit Scepter, Wand of Atonement, and AoE. Exactly. That's 3 separate items that are all combined into one that you can get really early on, which is my issue with it. I don't think you should be able to obtain that item that early and then be able to just breeze through the game and then be questioning why you have no Skyblock levels and are having the best items, then quit. Like, Iron Man captures that perfectly. Iron Man, you have to... You probably get hype around level 200 at best, which is good. I think once again, that's why I love Iron Man, is that it just really makes bits and pieces of progression feel a lot more rewarding. Like, on a normal profile, you would never be happy to see, say, Wither Boots in a chest. But on Iron Man, if it's your first Wither Boots, that's Maxor Boots, that's Necron Boots, that's Storm Boots. You got options. Like, it just makes it... Iron Man is... I hate calling it the way the game should have been played, because ultimately this is an economy game. Like, they knew that from the get-go, is that this was an economy game. But... you can still get it way too early. I got it at like level 170. Yes, like I think it's okay to be accessible because it's the end of dungeons. It, like, quote unquote, is the end of the dungeon weapons. But I think that there should be a better... I mean, obviously Claymore, but I think that after that it should kind of get outclassed by Kudra items, or like... because Kudra is ultimately that next stage that I think it should get some kind of, not nerf. I don't want to nerf the Hyperion because ultimately, but I think maybe not a rework either. I think it ultimately needs to be less crazy and less accessible. So yes, a nerf. They should ban carries. I don't like that idea. I think carries is perfectly fine. It makes you think a kata requirement would help? I think that at what point it becomes required, because then it requires M7 to unclock. Yeah, that's a good point. If it requires M7, then it's like, why would you ever play the lower floors? Why would you ever play floor 7? That's another issue with it. Paying coins for a quick way to end game weapons. Well, I think that there should be... I like the idea of a carry system, because then it gives people that don't want to do a conventional method, it gives them a way in combat to make money outside of dungeons. Because ultimately, what are you doing in combat that'll make money besides dungeons or Kudra? Because Slayers is fully RNG based, but if you're helping people, it's guaranteed profit. I like the idea of a carry system. I don't like the idea that people can just beg in Hub Lobby 1, get given 10 million coins. I think trading you shouldn't be able to get traded anything for the first 10 hours of playtime. Or you shouldn't be able to get traded anything until Skyblock level 20. You shouldn't be able to... The trade system shouldn't work until Skyblock level 20. You need to play the game and understand it before then. Because I've seen so many times Skyblock level 7 or like 5 complaining, I don't have any money. Can somebody give me money? Play the game. Play the game. Yeah, Iron Man is a really interesting game mode. I have 2,000 hours on my profile. It is really rewarding when you get those rarer items, but oh my god, it takes forever. I think Iron Man is in an okay state. So many people begging in hubs. Exactly. Like it's a disease. How many people just beg in hubs? Can somebody give me money? And everybody says no, and they go, why? What do you mean, why? What have you done to earn the money? Why would we do you any favors? Well, I don't know how to play. Did you try? No. Alright, like, I don't know what to tell you. If you're not going to try to play a grindy game and you're just going to have other people give you your money, I don't know what to tell you. And don't need to play Iron Man. You can grind your own stuff on a normal account. Yeah, but, like, there's also, like, the personal discipline, I think, is a big play into it. Like, these people could definitely do it, but, like, they realize, oh, if I beg long enough, people get annoyed and give me coins. I might as well just do this for a while. I'm not saying Iron Man is easy, but I think people think it's much harder. Oh, yeah, 100%. People go, Iron Man is so difficult. It's just time-consuming. There's nothing difficult about Iron Man. Enderman Slayer's annoying because you really have to get specific items to help you early on. Like, you probably should have the best wand for healing. Read in-game chat. Giving someone coins for free goes under boosting, but giving someone coins to boost a level for you cancels it out. I think, well, okay, giving somebody coins for boosting is different. When you're giving, like, let's say I went, oh yeah, I'll give you $10 in real life if you give me 100 mil. That is IRL trading. Boosting, you're paying someone for, quote-unquote, an item, which is just, it's the same as the auction house. I mean, you're just buying XP. You could technically buy mining XP, buy forging XP through gifts. It's buying Slayer XP. One is a trade, other's account boosting. Yes. If you were going and straight up, like, paying someone $10 and they get you Enderman 5, that's IRL trading. That's not true. Like, that doesn't work. That's bad. But, like, let's say I wanted to get Enderman 5, so I pay 20 mil for this guy to carry me. I'm paying him for his services, not technically trading. Well, that I disagree with fully, even in real life, because you're gaining stuff, they're gaining stuff. That is quote unquote a trade. Like, let's say I owed someone $10,000 and then I win a car in the lottery that's worth $10,000. I give them a car and my debt is forgiven. They're not gaining anything besides the car. They're breaking even. Both parties are gaining from the process, and one is paying the other. It's not a trade, it's a payment. It's the same as getting your oil changed at your car. You're not gaining anything from that. Your car just doesn't break. Yes, both parties exchange something of equal value. You get an oil change, you don't gain anything. Your car doesn't break. That's all it is. And that's the same with Enderman Slayers. That you're not gaining anything, you're gaining access to new weapons. When you get an oil change in your car, you're gaining access to being able to drive without your car imploding, you know? Okay, this is, I think, the size for the factory. It's going to be really steampunk themed. Let me try and find one. Minecraft factory steampunk. Let's look around, because there was a few designs I really liked, and I want to see if I could find them again. There was one that I really loved. The issue is all of these are like modern ones with the copper. There was one that where it had like a ton of different directions that it was going, and some of them were diagonal. I wish I could find that picture. This could work. Something kind of like this. I don't like that, but let me keep scrolling. Let me try and find that one. There was one where it had like diagonal pieces. It was really cool. This could work. I like the roof on this one. I'll keep that one up. I wake up from my nap and you're the first thing on my YouTube. Wakes me up at 2. Perfect. Beautiful. Needed other coins in the first place to pay someone for carries. It's not the same as receiving it to jumpstart. That's true. Now, this account, I did get coins to jumpstart. And technically, Watchdog might have got tripped. But ultimately, they weren't IRL traded coins. It was a donation. I've looked into the contraband system. There is nothing bannable about getting contraband. Contraband streams as a content creator are illegal. The contraband, as long as it is legitimately gained coins, not macroed, not duped, as long as a player gives you legitimately obtained coins, you're good. Even if it's a donation. Which is interesting. I'm going to try and pull up the factory thing. Open image, a new tab. Okay, I'm not going to be able to read chat for a second because I'm going to try and mark out what I kind of want to do with this factory. I'm kind of combining two designs I'm seeing on Google because I don't build factories a lot, crazy enough. So I'm going to actually design it with TNT because you can break it really easily. TNT is really easy to break, so that's what I'll do. So I need to buy a bunch of TNT. Oh my god, holy lag. Hello? Okay. I'm gonna buy TNT to map it out because you break it so easily. I can kind of design what I want to do with this. We need an armor set of refresh for armor that gives bonus power. What? Huh? What about some height differences? Everything on the same height makes it look artificial. I mean, I tried it. It did help. Powder. Gives you extra powder. I agree. I think that maybe even like full set bonus of 10% powder on the mineral armor, like the glossy mineral would be okay. Before you get started, I'd suggest upping the ground of the factory a few blocks so not everything's the same exact height. That is true. I do like that idea. I think that is smart. I'm thinking... Yeah, this does look pretty artificial now that you mentioned it. Oh my god. Maybe like... Because I want it to still look real. Maybe 2. I think 2 blocks is good. It seems quite flat. That is true. I think 2 blocks is good. We'll make it... Oh my god, bro. I just want to walk. Okay. We'll buy this, because this is pretty much our budget moss block, because the moss blocks aren't in the game yet. So I gotta use this. Just fill it up in here. Okay, that'll be plenty. Let me map out the whole system I'm planning on doing here. I do agree. That does look pretty artificial. I just want to make sure this looks... That cow is not happy in his cave prison. I don't know what you're talking about. It's very overjoyed. That cow gave me a Wither Shield book, or an Implosion book, I think. I gotta build some stuff still in there. I'll do that soon. I like how this is turning out, but I do like the idea of higher levels. I think this will be 2 blocks taller. And we'll have a gradual shift upwards. So I think the new circle would start here. And then we'll kind of push it back a little bit so that it kind of can roll off of this a little bit. I believe an animal stone glued to its face can be happy. You don't believe? Oh no, he's very happy. He told me. He made sure that I knew that he was very happy. I literally can't see out of one. Well, maybe he's got an eye patch on that one. And we'll never know. Ooh, this is getting a little big. What's the best way to combat this? Is that the border right there? That's the border. Yikes. Okay. When is it done? When's that upgrade done? Yo, why every time I go to the hub it lags? What is going on, bro? Okay. Is this thing done? 2 hours, bro? Oh my god. Where is it? I'm skipping it. I gotta start the next one. I don't have enough gems for that. Maybe Mori does. Hello, Barabobo. Is that a personal upgrade? Profile upgrades. Okay, good. What did they do to Mastiff? Oh yeah, they killed Mastiff. That's another thing. How long have you been live? About 2 hours. About 2 hours. Okay. Now, the island is bigger. 17 viewers. Is that really what it says? The island is big enough now where the new limit is there. 4 more blocks. We could use those 4 blocks though. Four more blocks, but I think those are still gonna help. There we go. That's a round enough shape. I mean, that helps us map out more of the city here too. Here, we'll show you Barabobo. These are all the new buildings I've built today. They are all gonna be residential, obviously, but we gotta build the interiors. And Maury said he'd work on that. But now we're building the factory. Whoever suggested, I think it was Shadow Triton. I don't know how to pronounce it. If I'm butchering it, let me know. Ooh, I gotta break that. I don't want that to get expanded. Ooh. Got a bit of mushroom themed house. I mean, I put the mushroom cow in the cave now. It has made it into the cave. It barely fit, but I got it in there. Okay. So that's the area for the factory. It's likely going to have to be bigger by quite a bit. The size I'm going for here, I got to fit a lot of minions in here, so I'm trying to find a good design. Something to base mine off of, because I'm still going to stick with the sandstone palette, but I just want to find like a, this looks good. That one looks good. Let's map it out with TNT. This is going to need to be bigger. I'm just looking at it now, and this is going to need to be bigger. However, we can, yeah, this will 100% need to be enlarged. Maybe I'll buy some gems. Maybe I'll buy some gems so that I can, so I want it to be a 1-block entrance, but it's going to have to be pretty large. I want you to be able to walk down and there's minions on both sides. So I'm thinking that big as an entrance. Yikes, that's pretty large. That's 1 minion. That's 2 minions. 3 minions. 4 minions. I don't measure based on length. I measure on minions. Okay, so that would be 8 minions you could cram in here. Yeah, this is like 1,000,000% gonna need to be larger. How much of this do I got left? I can map it out. I think this would be pretty good. This might be good. I think this is big enough. This is kind of weirdly curved here. That works. Kind of expand it a little. I believe that'll work good. I can't see chat yet, it's loading up, but once it does, then I can respond to anything you may have said. Where'd the bedrock come from? That's the, that was the original spawn spot on the island. Maury said he'd get an admin to get on and break it, but I think he's overestimating his publicity. I don't think he has ties with the admins enough where they'd visit him to break a bedrock block. How'd you get 300 mil? Well, I had 200 mil. And now I farmed for a long time. And I've been, I made investments. So right there, just the deep fries are another 150. Bro thinks he's 30 virus. Precisely. You done foraging? I got foraging 50 and Heart of the Force 6. I'm calling it. Visit me, I want to see your thoughts on the base outline of a tree. Okay. I'll visit once I fill in this little thing. Hopefully this was enough. You could use a block zapper. That is true. There. That might be enough space. That might be enough. We're going to visit Shadow PH, see his progress he's been making on his island. Oh my, it's very large. Is this gonna be enough space? Like, do islands have enough space? I think this could definitely work. It looks like, goodbye Bear Bobo. I think this could definitely work, yes. This could be really tall, but I think you definitely have enough, because you put this at the bottom of the world. I think this is possible. I think this could work. I look forward to seeing the progress on it. 13 viewers. If you enjoy the builds, maybe subscribe. We can keep working on them. Minecraft factory design. Let me check this thing out. Okay. What if I make like a kind of like an expanded bit here? 2 minions long. Is this how big should this be expanded? Because this could fit a whole nother minion in it. I just want to make like a little warehouse over here that could, realistically it's only gonna fit 1 minion. It's gonna be 1 minion long. Minion. I just think it'd be really funny if I just crammed like so many minions in this building. Is that a good shape? And then there'd be like little pipes coming out here. going into it. How many minions can we fit in here? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Mind you, we can stack them too. But that's 8. And then, this would be 12. 12 minions. We'll have a little open spot in the middle, unless this is open enough. Ooh, wait. We could have more. We could have 14. We could have 16 just on one floor of this place. 16. 16 minions. Is there going to be more than just the trunk? Because I don't think islands can get big enough. I'm not sure. I don't know how these upgrades work. I don't know how far the upgrades go. I wish the island upgrade could get bigger than 4 blocks per upgrade, because like I'm paying all that money for 12 blocks of progress. It's gonna be like a warehouse factory kind of thing with pumps in it, and there's gonna be like a little thing up here. Like this isn't gonna be empty. There's gonna be like a second floor kind of stand almost. Copy image. I'm gonna send the image to myself so I don't lose it. Okay, but you could have a canopy over the small part and make a large part a factory. I'm gonna have like this isn't gonna be like walls here, but like there'll be a second floor not lookout. I don't know how to explain it. Like to manage the pipes. Do you know where I'm coming from? Yeah, I fully understand it. This is gonna be really tall. And then right over here will be shorter, and this will be a little bit taller than that bit. But like, this is going to be relatively tall. Like, I'm thinking 4 block intervals, maybe? Kind of like a barn style shape, maybe? I think a barn shape could work. It looks a little short. What if I raise it? I think that could work. It needs rotating? What do you mean rotating? That's the front door. They don't want your factory to be like accessible to public. Like we'll have a little walkway up here. But we want the good side facing outwards. You'll see. You'll all see. Now I can have a stream and the factory open if I have this set up like this. Okay. Front of the factory is facing a house. I wouldn't call it the front. It's kind of like the entrance, but that doesn't make it the front. It'll look good. It'll look good. I wish I had the different trapdoors. That's one thing I wish I had. I wish I had like the new trapdoors. Easier for thievery from the citizens. Exactly. I could just... Well, I could also just dump the pollution in their houses. Like, what are they going to do about it? So that's where that starts. What measurement could work here? This is a 1 block center, so I could do something there. Or do this. That works. reasonably we could have something measured in the middle. I don't think I'll do that though. Yeah, we don't want to deal with the nuclear waste, let's pump it in the plumbing. Exactly, why do you think there's going to be pipes? That's the method. I have to set up my monitor perfectly where I can see how many people are watching, how many subscribers I have in case somebody subscribes, and the chat while seeing the factory. Okay. How well does this line up? That's not lined up at all. Maybe if it's 4 blocks, it works better. It doesn't line up. Like that's an issue. Four, 4, 3, 3, 2. What if I just try 3? It's never gonna line up perfectly. Does that work? I think that's fine. I think that's a perfectly fine measurement. Because this is an even number, because it's 20 long, so this will be okay. This will work. I mean, my co-op's getting rich. They're selling Bluetooth rings. 6 likes on the stream. I do appreciate that. That does help. Global. Let's make it a global problem and pump it into the ocean. There's no ocean. I thought about having pipes like dripping off the island, like dropping stuff. I think that would be funny, but. So this one's gonna be shorter than that one. I think right through there would be good. So just kind of like an off-cropping shed, kind of. Still want to keep it at 4 blocks, though. So I think that would be the limit. That way there's 2 floors of minions there. Now this is going to be the tallest by far. This will out-height... If I could fly. This will out-height that one. Before factoring in the roof. By about that far. I wonder if I lower these a block. Do you want a flint and steel? I think I'm good. I think I'm good. Like, this is a very tall part of the building. I think about that tall. I think that's good. Now what color? What color for this place? Shadow pH sent to trade request. If it's a flint and steel, I'm worried. Not quite better. I think I shouldn't even have those in my inventory while building with TNT, because we all know I'm gonna somehow click and then it's gonna it's all gonna be gone. I think this'll work. We're gonna need chests over here to stockpile materials. We can have all the sandstone ones in here. We can start using other sandstone pieces now too. 17 viewers, welcome to the stream. If you enjoy your time here, press the silly red button. It'll help me out. Why every time I go to the lobby does it lag, bro? What's happening to Hypixel? Hello? Hello? When you have an already giant island but you can't decide where to put 20 stew cakes. I mean, yeah, that is a pretty big thing to hide. Not even hide, but like put somewhere. I'm gonna need... We're really building this with sand. You can't buy? Oh my god. Fine, I'll buy it from Bazaar. $10,000 I'm spending on sand. Like, what are we doing? That'll be a nice start. What color? What color for the factory? I'm thinking, what if we did the... What if we did... These ones. The really dark colored ones. We need some kind of... Like, what if I did nether brick stairs and all that? I think red. I think a dark red. What's a dark red block we have access to? Orange, maybe? I feel like orange could look cool. Or cyan. That's the one. The cyan hardened clay. I think that's definitely the one. Okay, let's dump off all these blocks. All the roof ones will go here. What do you mean they are dark? Well, their hue is less than the lighter ones. Sand. The Wolf sent a trade request. 1 second. Okay, what's up? Oops. Oh, thank you. I'll add it to the pile. That does help out quite a bit. Thank you. Thank you very much. Alright. Now, where should birch come in? The birch was kind of the trim around this, but I don't want the entire thing. Use more sand. I don't want the entire thing being sandstone, because it'll kind of blend together. What if we did a birch trim along the edges? Kind of like how the over here there's the smooth sandstone. Like, what do you think the best way to do this would be? So sandy, that's true. Because I want it to be in this style as a factory. What would the best way to do that be? Do not boom. I wonder what regular sandstone would look like. Let me look through the options here. Yeah, nothing in there. I'm not going to do anything in there. Nothing in there either. Regular sandstone might just be the play. We'll try. Is that going to be contrasting enough? I think that's contrasting enough. Yeah, I think that'll be good. I think that'll work good.
Does the
What was that? The video ended?
not a big roller?
Okay, well, we're on a different music one now. You're flying without flying? Oh my. This one I might make birch trim. We're gonna have a birch trim wrap around. Because it'll wrap around to the pipes over here. Okay. Let's map out the... I want to map out the roof next. I did not grab the right nether brick blocks. There you go. Got all the right ones now. Hey, brother, remember me? Yeah, of course I do. Okay. I really like the look of those 5 buildings. I wish I could make more, but I don't think we're gonna get a ton more space on the island. Okay. It's looking like I'm gonna have to... I really want to make a barn roof here. Maybe if I did something like... That's not right. Hold on. You can always go further up and down. Who says it can't be a flying or underground factory? That is true. And I could always make the terrain move with it. It's easier to move the terrain than the... I messed it up twice. I did that twice. Okay. Instead of having it rounded off, I might do that. Ooh, yeah. I think that's good. I like that. I think that'll work good. And the inside of this will obviously be... I think that'll work good. Throw away all this stuff into there. At least we have that one planned now. Okay. Now, next up. Starting at the second floor, we'll have it indented, but for the first floor, we'll just straight up have it kind of stick it outward. I'll show you what I mean. 5-block entrance. I'd prefer if it was that 3-block, because the minions are going to be kind of messy. That looks really bad. Maybe that'll help it. That made it look better by a little. But up here, I kind of want a big window. Let the light in a little, you know. Okay, how's that look? Yikes. Maybe we fix this a little. Okay. What if we opened this up for the windows? Or like moved it in, whoops, wrong block. What if we moved it inward to hit the windows? I need like 2 more of those blocks. I'll just craft it. what if it almost... Because this obviously... Okay. So this is as high as it can go over here. That, what if we did... that for windows? Oh, we lost another sand block. I think that shape for the windows could work. But I also want to kind of have this better. I want this to be more properly showing this. Like that. Yeah, that's good. I like that. I like that. So that means sand here as well. That's a cool window design. I do enjoy that quite a bit. I need to get sandstone from here. You got me building again. I'm not sure how I feel about this. Well, I'm glad I got you building. It is pretty enjoyable. I think just like that is good. Okay. Now... gotta do this wall. So, guaranteed. This is a 100% guarantee that these go up to... What is deep fries? Might have 100 million coins worth of it in Bazaar. It's a item from the farming update with the Harvest Feast. It's used to craft a reforged stone. And when I got a ton of money, then I spent all my money on those to stockpile them, and I've already made like 50 mil from them, so I'm selling them off because they're not going to get much higher. So, ooh, there we go, another 30 mil. I mean, this just shows all the money I made without contraband, because I've made 300 million coins without it. I might just keep items in my sacks. I really don't need coins right now. I see. This music's kind of loud. There we go. Lowered it a little bit. Now it's better. I want to raise this up. It didn't work. We'll have to do this side first then. Spent 2 bill today on what? The mining gear? There we go. I like that. I like the look of that. My stream is so behind for me. There we go. It's actually not that bad. Maxed armor and drill except for Devon drill and Pen of Devon. I mean, it's not maxed. You're missing that drill engine. But, you know, you can't even use it yet. So, you get the slack. You get some slack. There, I think that's how it runs on that side. That's a requirement issue, not a coin issue. True. Very true. Good point. So instead of a coin issue, it's a skill issue is what I'm hearing. Don't check my Heart of the Mountain level. Should I save for G-Track? You could. It kind of got worse, didn't it, after that update? Didn't they kind of change a piece of it and now it's not as good? Am I mistaken? Did I get the wood pieces? Oh my god, I never bought wood pieces. I'm 30 mil off it, but do you have the coins for it to actually be good? Like the bank? Because if you're 30 mil off of it, then realistically you're a billion coins off of it. Alright. Something like that. I like that. Wish there was a little bit more indent here. I don't know if there's much we can do. There's just not a lot of blocks in this version. I know there's sandstone stairs. Maybe we can do something with these. What's up, Lunar? What if we did like that? Oh yeah, that's a lot better. That's a lot better than those flat ones that it was. Slash redeem PV. Slash redeem PV. Doesn't work, unfortunately. Slash PVB. You may have one build net worth yet. 1.2. Cool. Okay. I mean, look how fast you can remove TNT from here. Please, can you PV me? Yes. Build net worth. Mining's 49, so it's not the highest, but he's getting it up there now that he has mining gear. Very nice. He's in full final destination with wisdom on it. And vampiric vitality. It's a new rebrand for one of the enchantments. Was that mana vamp before? For tools. This tool alone is worth 850 mil, which is crazy. Where's the wardrobe? Am I lost? Oh, this is the wardrobe. He's got his divans. He's got his maxed out helianthus with no gemstones, but gemstones are expensive. Shadow Assassin still, no Necron. Maxed out glossy mineral. No wisdom on it, but other than that, it's maxed. Wisdom would technically make it maxed. I don't do dungeons much, that's okay. I don't do it a ton either. I got the floor 6 completion and then pretty much never touched it after that. So far. We will go back. I will do floor 7s. Plus my skate is temporary. Oh yeah, once you get enough gemstone power, then you're good. How's that look? Try after the TNT is fixed? What do you mean? Ooh, I kind of like that. I just gotta add this. Try after the TNT is fixed. Oh yeah, 4-7. It does like, what was it, like 300 million true damage? Like it was just a one-hit kill no matter what. I heard about that, where it just one-taps anybody and everybody. Yeah, 500,000 true damage. Nobody's living that unless they did massive swaps. What Enderman are you? 5 right now. We did the carries. And Lunar was the one saying that carries should be illegal. So the good news is I didn't pay for them. I put this side's things a block too low. Free carry should be allowed for Biggie only. I like that revision to your previous statement. I can support that one. I think the most harmful person, or the most harmful thing you can do to a player that's just starting out is give them coins. That's the worst thing you can do to a new player, is give them coins. Because now they're going to feed off of that. They're going to go, oh, if I ask for coins, people give me them. I'm not going to learn how to make money myself. And then all of a sudden you realize that everybody's getting money off the rich that don't care, and nobody's making money. Please, can I have... I don't think so. I will be needing that money. I will need those coins because... I mean, after the foraging update, which is probably going to cost a lot of money to do a ton with anyhow, but after foraging update, I gotta get into mining. Like, oh my god, I'm going poor. There's, like, mining is so expensive to get into. There. Alright, next step. Still want there to be windows here, but let me check the picture, because, okay, yeah, there is windows. They're kind of up top. What if I did... like that? This is where the pipes are supposed to go, down below. Okay. Getting some progress in. These bottom floor gonna need some more of this. Low key on a new profile with guild members. That's cool. Huh. You're sure? I don't see myself using the cocoa chopper that much, but it is nice to have. Can't believe you got awesome, almost cultivating 10 on a cocoa chopper that is tier 2. That is a or tier 1. Tier 1 cocoa chopper. Interesting. Okay, well I do appreciate these tools. These do help out a lot. We could throw them in the pile here. If I'm correct, there's a better. Yeah, we got this sugarcane hoe. But you gave me one that's tier 3. Interesting. Let you up? He's just a little guy. Spares, I forgot. I put my main in the museum. Oh, okay. There we go. And now this, we can just put. Overpriced wheat hoe. Very fancy. One-third of the way done with the base carving. That's nice. We're about one-third of the way done with the factory outsides. I kind of want to do a lot of the insides too. Maybe I'll take over the factory more. I can do the other things. What color glass? I'm thinking to match the color of the. What about light gray? What happened to Slim Shady? I thought he was higher than level 0. He started a new profile. Oh my god, bro. Every hub lobby, it just dies. The end is just as laggy. Great. About something like that. Ooh, I like that. Why do you think I'm not confronting him in 6 today? Good point. Eight people watching. Welcome to the stream. If you enjoy your time here, maybe press the red button. It helps me out a lot. Okay. Whoa, what happened to my... Oh my. Are we ready to put on the roof for this part? Go beat things. I'll be back later. Okay. Why TNT? It breaks really quick. So like if I'm messing around with shapes, then I can like even while flying, it insta breaks, so I can move around pieces a lot easier. I did the same thing with the shape of the original island, is that I made it out of TNT and then replaced it with grass, because that original island, I spent a lot of time trying to sculpt it. I think I did okay. There we go. This is starting to look like a more proper factory now. We can take a final look once we get all this installed. Okay. Let's take a peek. Nice. Nice. That looks good. That looks good. I think dark oak. I need a really dark accent for the outside area where we manage the pipes. Maybe we'll combine it with nether brick. I think this could work. What if you made it out of trapdoors? Would they even place? Like, how bad would this be to place all these trapdoors? Because I kind of want to make it look like grates in the floor. There's no copper grates in this version yet, so... Okay, playing. I see. Okay, bye. I'll just AFK here. Perfect. Free social XP. We gotta be getting close to social 10, right? Oh, we're 10 XP off. Then we can buy the showcase blocks. Showcase different things that we have. Okay. Let's build the pipes. I want to take a break and build those pipes. We're going to make them orange. Because the acacia wood will be really nice for... Actually, prismarine. There's no prismarine stairs in this version. Try and do the red sandstone. And then we need... Is there a polished version of it in this version? What if we just use acacia? You already know about these doors. We use these same things in I'm Noob's house. Let's test this. I kind of want to put 3 tubes here. We'll put one here, one here, one here. Does that look? That look like a tube? I think these should be removed. Make it like that. How's that look? Imagine a really long one right here. I'm gonna have to move everything in these. I'll dig it out of my sack later. Those new copper blocks would really come in handy. Yeah, yes they would. I don't know why Hypixel's holding off so long on adding these new guys. I'm stuck using sandstone as my orange block. I mean, I like the look of the tubes. I think it is looking pretty good. I think I heard that keeping items in chests is kind of the problem for upgrading island servers. I see. That makes sense. Because, like, for example, like if you had a old enchanted hay bale, you'd have to convert it, like, because it's stuck in the chest. There! I like that. That looks really good. I kind of want to make these look more like suctioned to the ground, though, by putting stairs here. And this corner is going to be an issue, so I'll just pretend it doesn't exist. And that corner is going to be an issue. There! I like that a lot. That looks really good. Okay, next up, we're gonna build... I'm thinking this little piece. So, let's... I got a lot of things. Oh my god, all the sand. We'll throw red sand in here. Maybe we need more tubes at some point. Have you watched GOT? What's GOT? Game of Thrones. Got it. Deciphered. Before you even typed it. I've not. It's one I thought about, but never got to it. Okay. Now, I mean, to be fair, in order to start that one, we kind of got to gauge the size of this guy. I think that's better. I have returned. Message retracted. How do I see the message? I want to see it. I want to see it. What the heck? Why is it retracted? Let's continue work on this. Oh, did I make these too tall? There we go. Okay. Looks like the shape we're gonna go with. All right. There we go. That's... Okay. Now, for this bit, we're still gonna rock with that same kind of idea, but it's literally just gonna be like a miniature version of this one. So, we're still gonna have that sandstone outcropping, but then we're still gonna rock the sandstone trim on the top. And I guess technically this will wrap around. Just realized this is not centered. I'm sure it won't be an issue. Okay. We'll just connect those up too for fun. Now, we're gonna separate these into floors, which I already made a mark for. And then we're gonna try and copy what we did over here, but it might be annoying too. So we actually switched up, so /BZ. There. We made this one out of birch stairs. There. Oh my god, the voice crack. I'm never talking again. Yikes. I think connecting that up will be fine. Oh, that's gonna look so ugly. How do we fix this? Our options are extend this whole thing out a block, which I've already chosen as our option, but then it's not centered. Then it's not one block center. I think it'll be fine. The inside isn't supposed to look pretty anyways. This will work. Can't put minions in the second floor of this one, but that's okay, because we have plenty of space in here. Yeah, like, we're never gonna use all these spots. And even then, in the top tower, I think we could probably fit a slime setup, right? I think we could fit a slime setup in there just in case. Or like just a mob setup. Because it doesn't have to be slime. Like that same tube could fit cow or whatever in it. Is there any way to section this off? This is the center. Best option is 2, 2, 4, or 3, 2, 3. I think 3, 2, 3 is gonna have to work. Okay. And then we can do 2, 2. Right there. I gotta find the sandstone stairs, because they're here somewhere. Oh, maybe not. Well, I don't know why I'm putting all that effort in. I mean, I'm pretty sure this is just going to end up the exact same, is it not? This is supposed to go all the way down. Okay. So now for this floor, we can just sand it off. Is that the best method here? Just genuinely just sand every piece of this. I want to add a little bit to this, make it a little bit better. I want to add this around this, give it a little bit more depth. And now for the first floor, we're more limited. Okay. There we go. It's the outline done. Now let's map out the roof of it. It's gonna be very similar to the roof over here. Oops, these aren't even the right blocks. They look so similar. I think that's good. Not as tall as the other one. Good. Now let's throw this roof on. That way this one's done, and then we just have to do the big tall one. There. Let's just fill this with sand. Nice. This is looking pretty good. It's getting better. It's getting better. Now, this one, I'd like to cut off. What if I do it in 3? 3 works. Perfect. Like that. 5 sections. I think that'll do nicely. And then a really quick run through this. There we go. Okay. That one's walled off. This one's gotta get trimmed and get walled off. There we go. Okay. That's 2 pieces of it done. There we go. This looks good. I like this. /G top. Do you think I'm on the top? By a little bit. By a little bit. Okay. Next step, I kind of want to section off. We don't have a lot of sandstone left. We might have to go buy some. How can I section this off? Into threes? 3, 2, 3. I would rather it was tinier ones. Can I do 2, 2, 2? No. 2 and then 4. Okay, I guess that'll have to work. I wonder if it would work better if we kinda, instead of this going like just straight up, what if we went like this? Right around the ridge on top. Maybe we go down a little bit, like there. And now it's a block out more. I guess that changes nothing. Okay. Well, I think we should still keep that. I like the big brain tops. We'll just have to do it like this. I think this is okay. Is that a better shape? Yeah, I do like that. That's cool. For the roof, how would the roof work here? Maybe like that? Like that? I think that could work. Like that a little bit. All right. Getting closer to being done with this. Oops. Why don't that line up? I'm a block off, that's why. Wrong sand. 'Cause this goes like that technically, so then that lines up. Beautiful. Yo. The lag is outrageous. It's the wrong item. Why am I buying this? I need these. I can get rid of this. This. These. I want to buy a lot of birch fences for decorating. And then I need a lot of sandstone. I have plenty of sand to fill in the gaps, but I might be struggling with the... Okay. You should get the Avaphone contact for that guy. It's a builder's one though. It's kind of expensive. I have one. It's like 15 mil for that contact. When the time it's... I'm not going to build a ton more on here. Today. You have the bits? That is true. I do have a lot of bits. I mean, this main building, I'm just going to kind of patch up a lot of the bits and pieces that there's not a lot of room for detail, like right there. And I can kind of keep doing that up until about here. This building is just such a large piece that it's going to take forever to fill it all in. don't remember how high I was supposed to go. Right here. Okay. I'll lower those so they match up with this. Okay. Now, ooh, I like that shape a lot. That shape is really cool. Alexa, stop. I do have to go very soon. Is that right? That is right. Okay. %, carved, you're getting there. Come visit before you go. Alright. We'll see your progress. All right. There. Now we've got the sandstone outline. We just got to fill in the little gaps. This will be easy. This will be like 15 minutes. We'll just put sand in each one of these ones. Along these edges. Ran out of sand. There's plenty more. I need more sandstone. Did I get more? Uh-oh, I might just make some out of the abundance of sand we have. Who knows? I might need a couple. Now this is gonna have to be detailed somehow. I'm wondering if I just spam stairs up the entire length of it. That honestly doesn't look awful. It almost looks like ribs. I think it looks really cool. Stack and a half. We'll see how far that gets me. I think I'm burning through this sand really quickly. I don't know how much longer I can use it as a crutch for the sandstone. That looks really clean. I love that. Quiet. Oh, okay. We're gonna be short on sandstone stairs by the tiniest bit. That's annoying. Let's go buy some. I don't know if we're just gonna do sand for the back or stairs. I'll keep some stairs, but I'm gonna need a lot of sand for that back, because I don't think anybody's ever gonna, like, I don't think no matter how much we expand the island, if we're ever gonna go past that, so. Oh yeah, that looks great. Now just imagine like tubes running along this. I still gotta add all the tubes. I'm just getting the structure done. Okay, well this is gonna be a flat wall. I'm gonna try and texture it a little bit. I'm gonna, at the very least, be putting this here to try and break up the consistency a little. Cause oh my god, it's gonna look so bad if I just put sand there. Now I can put sand. That helps. It looks okay. Oops, fell again. Looks good. Perfect. Okay. I mean, it looks really flat. It's really flat, but there's a little bit of texture in it, so I think it's okay. Nice. Let's add the terracotta roof, and then we're done. That's all we had to do. Then the interior, and the floor, and the minions, and the lighting, and the decoration. But that's not important. I'm gonna get lagged back all the way to start, and there we go. Oh my god. Hypixel, can we lock in? Please. Please. This might be enough. Oh, I forgot a couple. there. It's done. The outside of the beautiful factory is now done. Just imagine like a couple smaller buildings surrounding it. This looks great. It's got a lot of space in it too. You walk in, we got plenty of minion space. Up here, we could probably fit a slime farm thing in here. I don't think they could place on anything else, so I think like a mob farm minion thing would work. This thing looks beautiful. Let's visit Shadow PH. Check on the, why does he have my skin? Very nice. It says you have my skin on, but I don't think that's true. It's not true. I don't know why. Very nice. This carving does look good. Imagine you just put a floor over it and just called it done. Imagine that's how it ended. That'd be really cool. I do like this carving. This is off to a very good start. Alright, Shadow PH. Hop up here on your storage. We'll stand on the same chest. It was a good stream. We built a lot. We made a lot of progress. I do appreciate every single one of you for stopping by. Here, we'll showcase everything that we made today. So today we made all 5 of these buildings here. One of them was off stream, but the other 4 were all on stream. They looked very nice. They look beautiful. I really like how they turned out. And then we began this big factory, which still is missing quite a few details and little things, but the main structure is done. It's done. So, if you enjoyed any of these buildings, you can always subscribe. Helps me out. And it helps out this channel, because it means I can continue to do things like this. If you enjoyed this stream, you know what to do. And I will see you in the next one, where we should be making some more actual progress.